What's up guys, it's your boy Trev here, and in today's brand new video, I'm going to show you guys, and I'm going to try to get straight to the point, what I find to be the best in-game settings, and a few different things that we can change outside of the actual in-game optimizations over to the actual Windows optimizations, and simply have our game look amazing while also getting an insanely high amount of frames per second without downloading anything. There's no viruses or anything stupid in this video. I'm just showing you guys different settings and things you can change on your computer that are simply going to make your game run a lot better and look a lot better. Now, I know I haven't posted in a little while, and the last time I posted it was actually a Cold War video, so, I haven't posted a Modern Warfare video in a very long time, and I don't know if I ever even posted a multiplayer Modern Warfare video, but I'm probably going to start posting. Unfortunately, I got paired with a very sweaty guy in Search and Destroy, and we were destroying each other back and forth, and I kind of thought his name was super cool, so I copied it, and soon came to the realization with every single player in the game saying I'm impersonating Futives. I soon found out who Futives was, and I soon found out that I have the exact name as him, and somewhat similar play style. So unfortunately I have no more name change tokens, and I'm kind of stuck with Futive's username for the next 6 months or so yeah, if you guys want to call me an impersonator and whatnot, whatever, I guess. But make sure you guys smash the like button and subscribe if you're new around here. We're on the road to 30,000. I love each and every one of you, and let's just get straight into the video. Alright, so I think it's probably going to be a little bit better to actually just start with the in-game settings for the console people and stuff, so they can stay while they're already here. They don't have to skip through the video, and they don't have to leave because I'm showing all PC crap. So what we're going to do, go to Options, General. If you're on PC, I recommend playing 120. You can obviously play 110, maybe 100, but as you can see here, this is what PlayStation players will see. They'll see this small little amount here, and then 120 obviously makes me feel like I'm moving faster. It gives me the most competitive advantage, and what stretched resolution does is it actually stretches out the pixels on your screen, which will simply make it where there's less pixels to load, which means more frames per second. But if you're a stupid YouTuber that gets an over excessive amount of views and knows nothing about computers, more FPS or more FOV equals more FPS, right? Underneath of this, we're going to click Advanced. Make sure your ADS field of view is on Affected. You do not want to play Independent. Affected will make it seem as if there is zero recoil, and as you can see here, when you zoom in, it doesn't actually zoom in. It just kind of stays here. So if you're trying to play like Futives or a very good player, they use the same exact thing. Actually, Futives doesn't, but you get the point. Brightness, I would recommend playing on 55, maybe 54, nothing higher, nothing lower. HUD bounds, don't mess with these, that doesn't matter. Colorblind type, I would either play Tritanopia or Diutneropia. Diutneropia kind of helps with seeing the rose skin and, dark, decrepit corners, because they like to sit there and look at a porno mag, I guess. Tritanopia kind of just helps make the entire game look a little bit brighter, look a little bit better, and I find it to be the best, so this is what I use. I use both. I just find that to be the best. Obviously, we want the square HUD. Make sure enabled is on. If you're playing multiplayer, I would probably put it to letters. If you're over on Warzone, I'd probably put it to numbers. Makes callouts a little bit better. Now we're going to move over to graphics. Full screen obviously will give you the best frames. If you're streaming, I would probably play full screen borderless, but you're going to lose about 10 to 15 frames per second. But if you're going over to click on your other monitor, or you're just trying to alt tab out a lot, it's probably better that you use the borderless option that we have here. Display monitor, you should only have one option under here. Make sure it's your actual monitor if you have more than one. Adapter, this should be your graphics card. Screen refresh rate, make sure this is the highest one possible. Don't put it to 50, put it to the highest one possible. Even if you're on a terrible computer and you're playing on 60 FPS or something, and you have a 240 Hertz monitor, put it to 240. There's no point in putting it down to 50. Render resolution, you definitely want this on like 89 is the lowest you can go with your game still looking very nice, but I like to just play 100. You can drop it down to like 95. Your game won't look very much different whatsoever, and you'll get a little bit boost of FPS. Yeah, display resolution 1920 by 1080 is just what I like to keep that on. Aspect ratio, I don't change this. Some people play on wide, but for me, if I put it on any of these wides, I get black bars, which I do not want. Sync every frame, VSync, just turn it off. It's terrible. Custom frame rate limit, a lot of people say to actually, uncap this, but I like to cap it because when my game's jumping from 300 frames per second down to 20 for whatever reason, I don't find it to be very enjoyable, so I like to just keep it at 240 so it's not bouncing around too much. Menu, I like to keep it 60. NVIDIA highlights, I like to keep this disabled. Basically what this will do is if you have an NVIDIA graphics card, it will just clip, like it says here, it'll just basically clip random stuff. So, maybe you die in Warzone, it'll clip it. Maybe you hit someone in the head with a sniper rifle and kill them, it'll clip it. I have it turned off. You can manually clip stuff by pressing whatever the NVIDIA thing is. I have mine re-keybinded, so I don't know what the actual thing is. Low latency, I like to keep this on enabled and boost. Make sure it's not disabled, just make sure it's on either enabled or enabled boost. I find enabled boost to be the best. Display gamma, make sure it's on RGB, as it clearly states here. BT is for a television, which I'm not using. If you're on PC and you're playing with a television, props to you because you're probably better than me. Streaming quality, I like to just keep everything on low except for texture resolution. Texture resolution, I keep it to normal. Everything else I like to keep low. Tessellation, on-demand texture streaming, bullet impacts, everything low. You can probably turn bullet impacts back on. It's not really going to change anything at all. There's literally no point or reason for me to see where someone's shot the wall or see spray paints. Shadow map resolution, I like to just keep all my shadows completely off or at the lowest optimization possible. I've had like 15 voice cracks in the last 2 minutes. Anti-aliasing, make sure this is off. Depth of field, off. Filmic strength, this doesn't matter. If your anti-aliasing is off, this number doesn't matter. Motion blur, just common sense, turn this off. I don't know why this even ceased to exist. I mean, I literally don't see who it helps. Just turn it off. Film grain, 0. Dynamic res, 0. This doesn't matter because the dynamic res is turned off. Audio, I like to play boost high when I'm on multiplayer. When I'm on Warzone, I like to play boost low. Boost low lowers all the other volume, airplanes, vehicles, grenades, weapons, whatever's going on, player callouts, ping noise, anything. It lowers it and it actually enhances like other crap. Like with boost low, it enhances footsteps and lowers everything else. Boost high lowers footsteps and enhances everything else. So with boost high, I like to use that in multiplayer. On Warzone, I like to use boost low. The rest of this is kind of just, personal preference, and that's basically all there is to the actual in-game settings that I use and that I would highly, highly recommend. So now we're going to close the game, and I'm going to show you guys, if you're on PC, several different things we can do to actually, insanely improve the performance of all video games and, in general, Call of Duty. Alright, so this should only take a few seconds. We're going to come down to the little search bar, and we're going to type in game mode settings, or just game, and it comes up. We're going to click on this. We're going to go to Xbox game bar, ensure that this is turned off, captures, ensure that background recording's turned off, recorded audio is turned off. Game mode, I know we used to turn this off in the past because it actually didn't help and it kind of lowered your FPS a little bit, but we actually have a new setting that actually helps quite a lot. So we're simply going to turn game mode on, navigate over here to the top right hand corner, related settings, we're going to click graphics settings. Now we're going to turn on hardware accelerated GPU scheduling, which will do as it says. It will reduce latency and improve performance. Like it says here, once you're done with this little clip of footage I'm going to show you, make sure to restart your computer or it's not really going to do anything. Variable refresh rate, this doesn't matter. You can turn this on or off. A very cool thing, as you can see here, that I have, I'm going to show you how to do this. A lot of YouTubers, they show you how to turn this on, but they don't show you how to turn this on, and this helps quite a lot. So we're going to make sure this is on desktop app and not Microsoft Store app. click desktop app. You're simply going to click browse, and you're going to want to find wherever like Modern Warfare is installed. So for me, it's my D drive, MW, Modern Warfare, and you want this one right here. You want Modern Warfare application. We don't want Modern Warfare launcher, we want Modern Warfare application. So, you would click it, click add, double click it, whatever. Then once it's down here, you're going to click on it, click options, and you're going to click high performance, and you're going to click save. Now, if you're like me and you play Cold War, you're going to do the same exact thing. You're going to find where Cold War is located, which for me is right here, and we want this right here. Black Ops Cold War application. Not the launcher, not the crash handler, not the bug. Cold War application. Click add, click options, high performance, voila. Now, like I said before, ensure that you restart your computer. Otherwise, if you launch up the game after turning all of that on, it's literally going to do nothing. Alright, so this next optimization that we're actually going to be doing is something that a lot of YouTubers have showed how to do, but they don't show you how to actually get the ultimate performance. So I'm going to show you how to get that. If you know what I'm talking about, cool. You probably don't have the ultimate performance, so you might want to stick around. We're simply going to navigate down to the Windows icon. We're going to right click it. We're going to click Windows PowerShell Admin. We're going to click yes on the pop-up. And we're going to be prompted with this thingy right here. Now what you're going to want to do is go in the comment or the description and copy and paste the line of code that I have. You're going to copy and paste it in here, and you should have it like this. You're going to click enter. I'm not going to do it because I already have ultimate performance mode, and it's going to give me a duplicate version that I don't need. But you're going to click enter, and you're literally just going to click the X afterwards. There's no saving, there's nothing. And you're going to type in power, and you're going to want to click on one of these down here that shows the little like button or battery. That's not a button. The battery icon, you're going to click on that. Come up here to the top. We're going to click power options, and as you can see here, I have ultimate performance. And yeah, what you're going to want to do if you don't see this is you're just going to click show additional plans and click the one that says ultimate performance, and you literally just close out of that and you're good to go. Once that's done, you probably want to restart your computer or it's not going to do much. Alright, this next part's actually for my NVIDIA graphics card boys, and the part after this is also going to be for you guys. So if you have an AMD or Ryzen graphics card, now is your time to leave. We're going to right click on the actual desktop itself. We're going to click NVIDIA control panel. You're going to want to wait for this to load up. Now once this is loaded up, we're going to go to the very top, adjust image settings with preview. Ensure that this is at use my preference, emphasizing performance. Make sure it's not at quality, make sure it's not balanced, make sure it's performance, so all the way over. We're going to click apply. It should freeze your screen, and then it should apply. Now you're going to come down to manage 3D settings, and you're simply going to want to copy all of these settings right here. I'll slowly scroll through. You can even pause the video if you need to. Alright, so once you have all these settings actually like copied, which are the best settings for being able to see stuff and have your game load greatly, we're going to close out of this. Make sure you save it. You click apply, you click save, you click OK, whatever you need to click. We're simply going to navigate back over to Warzone, so you guys might want to pause the video and launch the game up. But once we're here, I'm actually going to go in game really quickly just so I can show you the before and after with this filter. So let's just get straight into that. Alright guys, so this is actually what my in-game settings look like once you have everything outside of the game enabled that I showed you how to do, and everything in-game enabled that I showed you how to do. Or not enabled, but turned on and switched off and whatnot. You can see my game looks fantastic. Unfortunately, I'm running at a pretty low FPS right now simply because I'm recording with OBS, and I usually don't do this. I either record with my NVIDIA graphics card or I clip with it because it doesn't slow down my gameplay while I'm actually playing. It just clips what happened in the past. So I'm actually going to show you guys right now before I end this video simply how I have my game looking much better than yours with very little brain cells. So I honestly do not know what the NVIDIA thing is to bring this up. I have mine changed over to Alt-Z because I find it super easy and super handy to click Alt-Z right after I hit a very poggers trick shot or something. So once we're here, we're going to click Game Filter. You can simply Google how to bring it up. I'm too lazy and I'm trying to get this video finished before I go to bed. So make sure this is on 3, not style 1, not style 2. But yeah, you can see this is my game after. This is my game before. You can see that even without my filter, the game still looks amazing. It's just with the filter, it looks much more vibrant, much better. Obviously, if you have an AMD or a Ryzen graphics card, unfortunately, you're kind of opt out of being able to do this. But if you're like me and you've got a NVIDIA one, then we're good to go. Simply going to want to put color first. Make sure it's in the right order or it's going to look a little scuffed. Make sure color's first. Tint color, 0. Tint intensity, 0, temperature of -5.5, vibrance of 50, then we're going to want to add brightness and contrast, exposure, 0, contrast, 22%, highlights, 0, shadows, 80%, -80%, gamma, 0%. Then we're going to add details, and we're going to want to put sharpen to 10%, clarity to 30%, HDR toning to 30%, and bloom to 0%. Now, once we actually have all of that turned on, you can simply see the before and the after. Now, just to kind of show you guys a little bit better, here's a split screen point of view of before and after, and I'll do the little inspection thing so you can just kind of see how bright the magazine is versus how dark it gets. It's very crazy, just like how different it looks. We can see shadows over there, how dark they are, how bright they are. I mean, it doesn't change too much, but you can see that it looks a lot better than on the left side. So yeah guys, that's basically the best settings you can put on your actual computer itself, and the best settings you can put in game to enhance your game, enhance your gameplay, make your game look better. Obviously I'm recording right now, but as you can see, standing still, I'm running like 140 FPS. It's a little stuttery, but that's okay, I guess. Usually when I stand still, I'm running around 200, but when I'm running around b-hopping and whatnot, I'm usually at like 130, 140-ish, which honestly isn't too bad considering I still play with a 1080 Ti and a little bit more outdated stuff, but I'm not even complaining. I honestly love my gaming rig, and I love all you guys, so make sure you guys smash the like button and subscribe. Hit the bell for post notifications so you guys never miss out on future uploads and live streams. Also, make sure to follow me on my social medias. They'll be linked down below in the description, and they're on screen right now. I respond to like each and every DM as long as you're not spamming me, self-promoting, or just sending me stupid links and whatnot. But yeah, I love every single one of you guys. I really appreciate all the support you guys show me, even though I've been really inactive lately and I don't really know what to upload or what to do anymore, but you guys still hit me up on the Instagram and Twitter and whatnot, and you guys are always asking me if I'm alright, what's going on and stuff, and I just want to let you guys know that I appreciate and I love each and every one of you guys, and I don't know, just stay strong, stay safe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.